Hi everybody, I'm Lauren Atkins. I'm here in New York City. Welcome to Sunday morning. Walter, I hope you don't mind that we're outside. My friend and comedian Steve Marshall is filming in Madison Square Park in New York City. Just to liven it up a little bit, we thought we'd do something different. This is what life is like in New York City. You're in a quiet park, the trees are absorbing the sound, and sirens are going by. In about 5 seconds, the jackhammer is going to start, and a baby will start crying. So, as I said before, my name is Lauren Atkins. I was born in Cape Town, South Africa. I grew up in Toronto, and now I live in New York. I have a blog. It's called Black Cat Baby, I'm Just Saying. So check that out. And that's, I believe, is how Walter approached me, because he read my blog and that's when he asked me to say something. Unbeknownst to him, I actually work in comedy and I'm surrounded by crazy comedians all the time, like the one that's filming as we speak. I was just trying to think of what I could say to you guys today. This feels really odd to me that I don't have a laptop in front of me to edit what I'm going to say. And I come from an acting background, so it feels weird to be in front of a camera as myself. It just feels a little odd, so bear with me. One of the main points that I could think of about making to you is a lesson that I discovered very, very recently, and it was through tragedy, which is unfortunately how so many of us learn things. About 4 weeks, actually it was exactly 4 weeks ago, my cousin Allison had been rushed to hospital. She had been suffering from an illness for about 5 years, and she never ended up leaving the hospital. She died suddenly, and it has just been such a shock for all of us to try and get over and to still come to terms with it. I wrote a blog about her, and of course it was the most hits I had ever gotten, and it's a different type of pain that happens when it's someone young as opposed to somebody, you know, like a grandparent, which is still sad, but it's just such a shock to the nervous system when a child dies. You know, my cousin Karen said, how do you take your child to a hospital and then leave without her? So it was horrible. But what is so amazing about it is that at 16, she had affected so many people. It's just, she's been an inspiration, and like me, she used to like to write. And dealing with all of this, it's been really difficult to get out of bed some days. It's just like when you're in mourning, it's just like, you know, standing here speaking is an effort. But she liked to write, and I'm still here, so I'm going to get up and I'm going to write and still work on my blog. And actually, the next blog I'm going to be working on is about Walter's YouTube channel, because I think he's doing wonderful things with it. And there's also going to be a foundation set up in her name at a camp that she used to belong to. We just found out from my cousin Gary. So even in death, even in 16 short years, she's still having a positive effect on people. And that is the message that I have today. When she was rushed to hospital and I called to speak to the family, her cousin Kiana came on the phone and she's like, Lauren, Allison looked up to you so much. Do you know that she spoke of you all the time? And I didn't know that. And so now I feel more responsible for the things that I have to say, because I'm affecting people too. And actually it was a few weeks ago, but a few weeks prior to Allison's passing, that I sort of realized how many young women in particular were reading my blog, because I was talking about dating and just all the mishaps that come along with it, and you know, just life in New York City in general, which in all its craziness. I realized that a lot of girls that I knew that were quite a bit younger than me were reading the blog, and they what is Lauren up to next? And it's kind of like, you know, over a decade ago when Sex and the City came out, it wasn't just single women in their 30s watching it, it was young girls like myself looking up to these fashionable women in New York City and laughing along and crying along with them and learning from their mistakes. Yeah, I just have to try to keep moving on, and I want to be more responsible for the things that I have to say. And I'm, you know, it's obviously a tough subject that I'm discussing, but I feel like I owe that to my family, and I feel like I owe it to Allison's memory. And what Walter actually had emailed me on Monday about doing this for him, and unbeknownst to him, I actually had another death in the family that day, and just still have to get up and keep moving, and if not for yourself, for other people that are relying on you to be strong for them. So anyway, as I said before, you just never really know the effect that you have on some people, and please subscribe to this channel that Walter's put together, because even if you're not interested in stand-up comedy or some of the other things that he has on there, which are really funny, but I think just what he's doing on Sunday, this series that he has going on, is really beneficial and inspirational as well. And what's great was, I believe one of the stories, I think it's Walter's niece, she is a benefit of a kidney transplant, which actually one of Allison's kidneys saved somebody's life as well. So I feel like even if you subscribe to the channel just to check in with this every Monday, if the comedy's not for you, or Comedy After Dark, or some of his other shows, or the Kings of Comedy isn't for you, I feel like this is a great addition, and I think it's a testament to what he's like, to want to give back to people and to inspire young people and to use the internet in a positive way, like not just to make money or get laughs. You know, it's no surprise to me that he is successful. You know, I mean, who am I? I'm a blogger in New York and try to make it, and you know, I'm not rich or famous, but I feel very validated and responsible in Allison's death. Like I just feel like I have to have a bigger impact now. Anyway, thank you, Walter. Thank you, Steve, for filming. Thanks, guys, for watching.